My AO3 cake, is that a minion? So there are AO3 police now. Boo, you're boring and cringe. Ew, what the straight AO3? I don't read any ship content. I'm there for the angst. Plain bread. Wump, Mpreg, we're off to a great start. An AO3 themed birthday cake caused quite a stir not long ago, and I want to know your thoughts on it, so let's have a bit of tea time together. This is coffee, mind you. Also, apologies if my voice is a bit shot, I am recovering from a cold. Now, I love themed birthday cakes, especially fandom ones. There are so many fun ones floating around on social media, featuring characters and ships, with all sorts of really cool effects. There was that whole cream-filled cake trend that was going around that I'm kind of conflicted about, but I haven't seen a fanfiction themed birthday cake like this before. Ta-da! AO3 exploded all over a cake. My birthday cake was AO3 themed because that's all I do with my life. We have the logo in the background that says, if I can't have my dignity, at least I will have something to read. A little kudos button at the bottom. A few tags, only one bed, missing scene, friends to lovers, the previous and next chapter buttons, and a few pairings as well. We've got Colin Bridgerton and Penelope Featherington, Pollen from Bridgerton, Edward Cullen and Bella Swan from Twilight, and Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley from Harry Potter. Now, curiously, if we look at this legend right here, we have the symbols for an explicit fic, a female-female romance, the creator chose not to use archive warnings, and a completed fic. I bring this up because all of the pairings listed here happen to be male-female romances, and that caused a lot of discussion in the comments that gradually turned into drama that spread throughout fandom social media. Listen, before we go further, I'm just gonna say this now. You can put whatever tropes, ships, tags, AO3 related stuff on your birthday cake you want, because it's your birthday cake. Happy birthday, go crazy. Better yet, 2 cakes, one for your wild tags and one for your tame tags. Oh my god, the subdued smutty cake could be lime flavored and the smutty cake could be lemon flavored. Now, if you want to talk about this cake in private and be like, oh, it's too basic for me, or oh, I don't like the pairings, then you also have the right to do that, but keep it between you and your friends and don't bash this poor woman on her birthday. Why the they have the female-female logo when the ships are straight. Sapphic icon with het ships, skull emoji. I forgot straight ships existed, and I was genuinely trying to understand the joke of these pairings until it hit me, Lamau. Straight people use AO3? I feel sick. AO3 to read the most flavorless straight ships? Crying emoji, crying emoji. But only het ships? People actually read only straight ships on AO3? Stale ships. Very vanilla AO3. Heterosexual pride cake. Ew. The most censored AO3 tags ever. A picture of plain chicken with rice and mayonnaise. You read straight fiction? It's a thing? Boo, you're boring and cringe. The most boring shit you can do on AO3. Boring. You couldn't be more plain and boring if you tried. Going through some of the comments here, we have a few from the original poster. Pollen City, I accept fanfic Rex as a birthday treat. I'm so happy for the Hermione love this post is getting. I expected for Pollen, but not Hermione. The friends to lovers pipeline Hermione to Pollen is so real. I swear I never realized that reading straight ships was so out of the ordinary. I obviously read queer ships as well. They just didn't make it to the cake, and I know the tags are vanilla, but that's the point. I could not just put kink on my birthday cake. I'm so sorry you're being jumped by idiots. As a queer person who lives and breathes queer ships, you have nothing to feel bad about. It's absolutely okay if your favorites are straight and vanilla. AO3 is here for us all, and that is part of the beauty of it. These ships aren't for me, but they don't have to be. The cake is fantastic. I hope you enjoyed your cake and your birthday and got some great recs. I think it's just a little funny that you use the female-female symbol on a cake with only straight ships. Not a bad thing at all, it just made me giggle. Very cute. I hope you were getting more compliments than hate because this rocks. I did forget people read straight ships on AO3, but Hermione is god tier and this whole cake is amazing. I'm literally so sorry on behalf of anyone ragging on you for enjoying het ships. Yes, fanfic on AO3 is primarily queer, but AO3 was made so people could write and read whatever they want, and I'm glad you're enjoying it and having fun with it. I hope you had a fabulous birthday. I appreciate the E rating. I respect the hustle, but no yaoi is kinda crazy. I forgot that's even an option. No, it's okay. Some of us, like me, just got so used to seeing queer ships on AO3 fics that we forgot. I also got a laugh out of not being able to put kink on the cake. Genuinely made my day. It's not even slightly out of the ordinary, Lamau. Some more comments here complimenting the ships and asking for Rex. They just mad their ships aren't canon. They are so insufferable. Vanilla is underrated sometimes. A good vanilla cake with like actual vanilla flavor and not like the fake stuff can really hit the spot. But then if we look at the quote retweets, a lot of those ended up getting a lot of traction. Namely this one, using AO3 for straight is straight up blasphemy. Go read that gay literature and engage with the platform the way God intended. Like, this post has over 30,000 more likes than the original birthday cake post. Knowing the AO3 crowd, a lot of the "why are you reading straight ships on AO3" or "go read gay ships on AO3, it's what it's made for" comments are likely made in jest and are supposed to be jokey and lighthearted, even if they come off as a bit rude on someone's birthday post. But if you're not really in the know, if you're a casual fic reader and those comments leave that circle and gain momentum, it can lead to a lot of negativity, toxicity, drama, and that's what happened here. Straight ships are for Tumblr and Wattpad. Speak your truth, queen. Obsessed with the fact that the female-female symbol is used on the cake. Like, is the female-female in the room with us right now? Not just straight ships, but canon straight ships. Like, genuinely, what is the point? I love putting bullshit tags on my writing. I get straight canon or not couples as side support for a main gay couple, but main straight canon couple doesn't sound right to me. Reading a straight fic is so foreign to me. Who even does that? Frankly, the straight couples doesn't bother me as much as all of them being the canon ships. Like, why not just read the source material? Oh, okay, so I want to extrapolate on that. Regardless if your canon ship is female-male, male-male, female-female, if you really enjoy them, you're gonna want to read more content about them. And that's where the fanfic comes in. Like, take Wang Xian, for instance, a canonical male-male couple. Just because they get together in the canon story doesn't mean that I'm done with them. I want to read more. I want to see what happens next. I want to see alternate universes where they fall in love together. Fanfic is all about exploring the potential of the canonical source material, and that includes all the what-ifs even surrounding canon couples. Like, fic is great for exploring what could happen between characters that aren't canonical and getting into fanon, but canon isn't the end-all here. I mean, what do we always say? Fanfic is the place where canon goes to die, and that could be taken in all sorts of ways. Who the reads Hermione and Ron? I mean, the most of the ships on this cake has already canon and I have scenes, and the question is then, why the you using it? What the straight AO3? It's nothing freaky either, it's a bunch of normal shit. This is not what AO3 died for. AO3 is still alive and well, my dude. I really only use AO3 for my gay ships. You truly will never catch me on AO3 for straight ships. It's not even the straight couples, it's mostly the fact that they're canon. Why would you read a fanfic about a canon straight couple? The storyline is already there, there's not much more that can happen. So real, cause if that's all you're gonna read, just use Wattpad. Don't disrespect AO3 like that. And then we have people trying to justify their preferences. I just love pollen fanfics too much, I'm sorry. I mostly read gay literature though. I mostly read gay literature, but does this mean I can't read about some straight ships that I like? I don't understand, really. Girly, don't worry, it's just a joke, I believe. At least I interpreted it that way. Well, I think the joke is bad, to be honest, but IDK. Can I do both? Because I'm already doing both. But Persebeth, yeah, it seems like a lot of people in the comments and the quote retweets are just looking for validation of like, oh, I like to read straight fics on AO3 sometimes. Is that okay? Like, honey, it's f***ing fanfiction. Do whatever the hell you want. If people are judging and badgering you about it, then tell them to go read and write their own fics. Goodness. So there are AO3 police now. Would y'all hate me if I said I only read X-Reader on AO3? Female-male X-Readers are okay, because the ones on AO3 are good. Actually, I think the straight romance on AO3 can be light years ahead of commercial literature. They could be experiencing peak. I don't read any ship content. I'm there for the angst. Dude, imagine an angst-themed birthday cake with all like the angsty tags on it, hurt, no comfort, major character death, and you cut into it and it's just bloody on the inside. The blood being like strawberry jam or cherry syrup, of course. Ooh, that'd be so fun. Dang, y'all gatekeeping AO3 from straight ships now? Maybe mind your business and let people enjoy things? Normal person, cute cake! Okay, but what if season 3 of Bridgerton was a letdown and I need someone to write nasty Colin Penelope erotica to fill the void? Bro mad over a cake. Since people seem to be way too pressed in the quotes for legal reasons, this is a joke. You can put the pitchforks away, Sharon. Don't be mean. It was a joke. I'm sorry. This post may be a joke, but the amount who have this take unironically is crazy. Looking at more of the quotes here, love how this tweet somehow managed to piss off every faction of fandom. You got the Fujos demanding MLM, the the Hime Joshis demanding WLW, and the fanon shippers eye-rolling at the canon love interests, all banded together to attack this tweet like they're the f***ing Avengers. Ooh, you nailed it! This is the saddest, most boring lineup of tags I've ever seen. Bland chicken water. Not only are these straight ships, but these are canon. Weakest AO3 usage possible. What in the heterosexual are these ship tags? Can y'all just read yaoi or yuri like normal people and stop trying to be different? You go on AO3 to read about white people, girl, just turn on the TV. This Wattpad set of tags. Only straight canon couples. This is not what fanfiction is for. Reading hetero ships on AO3? Huh? No shade to OP, but I can't imagine a more boring couple to read fanfics about than Hermione and f***ing Ron from Harry Potter. People go on AO3 to read about canon straight ships? It's so straight. Is this straight culture? No offense, but this is like the most boring shit you could read on AO3. Why is it only straight couples and all canon too? Like, what's the point? Plain bread? People in the quote retweets be like, oh my god, if you read male-female ships exclusively on AO3, you're boring. Me, who give a shit. Thank you, Rene Descartes. And then we've got a bunch of people making their own versions of this cake. W cake. It's a Sarosugu cake this time. Gojo Satoru is a little shit. Alpha Gojo Satoru. Let's go. Alpha Geto Suguru. Omega Geto Truthers. Let's go. That's my hottest take of this whole video. I can't help it, guys. He's mother. Protective Geto Suguru and Gojo Satoru. Oh, and possessive sex. Almost missed that one. My AO3 cake. Is that a minion? Kate Carter and Tyler Owens. Twisters? There's Twisters fanfic? I gotta check that out. We've got 911 yaoi, we've got red, white, and royal blue yaoi, we've got explicit sexual content, friends to lovers, mutual pining, fluff and angst, and Tommy Kennard bashing. Do you guys like my cake? We got a Trigun one! Wump, Mpreg, we're off to a great start. Purring Vash the Stampede, Trans Vash the Stampede, Happy Ending, and Vashwood. People also leaving fic recs in the quotes. That's nice of them. How I sleep knowing my vanilla heterosexual canon pairing get to be happy in the source material and in the fanfiction. The FF symbol that you are all blatantly missing, like reading lesbian versions of all these canon ships, is precisely what AO3 was made for. We have a Helliverse one here. There's Angst, Fluff, and Smut, and Drailphyllis, and Visago. Oh, Fealty, Praise, Egg Preg, and Dry Stolitz and Hurt Comfort. My cake, Balon Targaryen and Visera Targaryen, Hurt Comfort, size difference. Aemon the Dragon Knight Targaryen and Nerys Targaryen, Protective Daemon Targaryen and Rhaenyra Targaryen. Me on my 60th birthday, we've got Sephiroth and Aerith, Fushiguro Toji and Reader, let's go. PWP, Hair Pulling, Alicent Hightower, and Rhaenyra Targaryen, let's go. Misunderstandings, Character Death, and Enemies to Lovers, Barrett Wallace and Vincent Valentine, and Aerith and Tifa. Christ, some of y'all are downright mean to OP for no reason. I joke that I forget straight ships exist sometimes, but it's fandom. People are allowed to read and write whatever they want. Let people have fun and just be nice to one another. It's not hard. I think I forgot people read straight ships on AO3 is fine and kind of funny, but we should have left it there because y'all are being so weird about it now. Shut up. Never thought I'd have to say this, but it's okay to like straight ships. Everyone who was mad at this girl for reading straight ships would turn around and call her a Shizer if she read gay ships. Y'all just want to yell on the internet, to be honest. That is a conversation to be had. Here's my AO3 cake. Laura Lee and Lottie Matthews, Hurt Comfort, explicit sexual content, Ronan Lynch and Adam Parrish, Evan Buck Buckley and Eddie Diaz, First Kiss, and Angst with a Happy Ending. My AO3 cake. Ray and Ben Solo, Raylo, The Darkling and Alina, Slow Burn, Angst, Daddy Modern AU, Older Man and Younger Woman, Hermione, and Jaime Lannister and Sansa Stark. People acting as if straight ships are bad, as if we would have anything we have nowadays if we didn't have the OG mothership being Fox Mulder and Dana Scully. That is very true. X-Files fans paved the way in a lot of regards for fandom. There's nothing wrong with liking canon straight ships, but it's really funny that on a site filled with creative works about every pairing known to man, some people read solely what is given to them in the OG story. Free will is a funny and beautiful thing. Not into any of these ships personally, but you need to log off Twitter if you even think of dogpiling someone over a birthday cake and learn some basic manners. On a birthday? Really? Want my incest cake in November. Ahem, my AO3 cake. Evan Buck Buckley and Eddie Diaz, Jesus Christ. Kate Carter and Tyler Owens from Twisters again. Liam Dunbar and The Raken, angst with happy ending, self-worth issues, hurt comfort, making out, and Wolfstar. Just imagine how these quotes would react if the tags were MLM. If anyone made me an AO3 cake, I would kill them because you should not be able to find that information about me. The cake even made it to AO3 Reddit, where a lot of folks were like, yeah, this cake wouldn't be for me, but a lot of the comments are just taking it way too far. In regards to the quote retweet of using AO3 for straight is straight up blasphemy, go read that gay literature and engage with the platform the way God intended. I feel like this was meant to be taken as a joke, but I do agree that we shouldn't be yucking anyone's yum, so to speak. All my favorite ships are straight, but I don't give a who anyone else ships. Plot twist, the birthday girl is actually a fan of Femslash and reads, writes gender-bent versions of all those pairings. Fem, Ron, Hermione sounds pretty sweet too. So from what I know, OP is queer and reads a lot of queer ships. Those three just happen to be her current faves. It's nasty people are harassing her because of it. This is gonna be my birthday cake now. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. The tweet seems like a joke. I don't know the account obviously, but this sounds like a roast I'd get from a friend of mine during our Friday game nights. Yes, it's a joke and sounds like something I would say to a friend, not a stranger on the internet who is already receiving a lot of mean comments, saying her taste is awful and it's a horrible cake. Even the tweet being a joke, using someone else's birthday cake for it is quite annoying, especially a bad joke like this, not even funny. I mean, this totally reads as a joke between friends that broke containment, but I have also seen way too many people unironically interrogate what other people write and read. If it's M/M, you either fetishize gay men or just hate women. If it's F/F, you're a misandrist. If it's M/F, you're a homophobe. And like, the whole point of fanfiction is you get to write what you want, not what some random asshole has decided everyone else should write for them, even if they dress it up in progressive speak. And while some trends do absolutely reflect real-world prejudices and it's worth talking about, trying to shame fan writers' individual choices isn't going to help anything. Now, if we look at the actual ship breakdowns on AO3, you can see that out of over 13 million fics, over 6.5 million fall under the M/M category, over 1 million fall under the F/F category, and over 3 million fall under the F/M category. So yeah, the majority of fics on AO3 are not straight. In terms of fanfiction, Wattpad is known more for catering towards straight ships, and for ex-readerships, there's Wattpad and Tumblr. But guess what? There's still over 3 million fics on AO3 that fall under the F/M category. And compared to other sites out there, AO3's tagging and filtering system is top notch. All in all, I'm just gonna say, let people read and write what they want. It's what AO3 is for after all. Like, newsflash, people like straight ships, the sky is blue, grass is green, Satoru loves Suguru, these are all facts. Y'all might not realize this because I tend to talk about gay ships more on the channel, but there are a lot of straight ships that I adore. Like, straight ships were all I read when I was in middle school and early high school. Some of those fics changed my brain chemistry, but unfortunately, because they were on smaller archives or LiveJournal or fanfiction.net, they've been lost to time or just the deep ether of the internet. But yeah, what's your honest take on this whole cake situation? And better yet, if you had your own AO3 birthday cake, then how would it be decorated? I kind of want my own this year, not gonna lie. And a happy belated birthday to Gabby, the original poster. Your birthday cake was adorable. If you'd like to see more fandom and fan culture-esque videos from yours truly, then feel free to subscribe. And if you'd like to see my personal fanfiction recommendation list with over 1,000 fics on there, as well as exclusive videos not on YouTube, then check out my Patreon or YouTube memberships. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! 안녕!